This is a special report from MBS News. I'm Kitty Cat Woman 231 in Central City with the last MBS broadcast to be filmed on the Epsilon server before the migration to the new Zeta server. The Zeta migration begins in less than 24 hours at 4 a.m. GMT on Tuesday morning, February 18th, and the MRT will be unavailable for most of the next 2 weeks as Frumple works to transition to a new server machine for the fourth time in the MRT's 7.5-year history. The Zeta server is the fifth server machine to host the MRT, having been announced by Frumple in late November. The MRT originally launched in July 2012 on what is now known as the Alpha server, the first server to host the Old World. The first swap to a new machine came in March 2013 when the Old World switched over to the Omega server. Since then, each new server has coincided with an expansion of the virtual realm of the MRT. The launch of the Gamma server in October 2014 saw the introduction of the current New World, as well as most of the other auxiliary worlds made possible through the Multiverse plugin. Gamma's launch day remains the day with the record for most players online at a single time, peaking at nearly 80 players. The Gamma server was replaced by Epsilon in December 2016, and the new server hosted the first expansion of the New World, expanded from its original radius of 10,000 blocks to its current 18,000 block radius. The Epsilon server is the MRT's longest-lasting server, having been the host server of the MRT now for over 3 years. But Epsilon's retirement is imminent, and the MRT's next server, which Frumple designated as Zeta, is already up and running, with preparations being made to bring the MRT onto the new machine. Zeta will feature the second expansion of the New World, increasing the world to a radius of 30,000 blocks. Frumple first announced that the MRT would be seeking out a new machine over the summer, roughly estimating it would come around the end of 2019. In late November, Frumple officially announced that the Zeta machine had been purchased. According to Frumple, the new machine has expanded drive space with both a solid-state drive and a traditional hard drive, allowing for the expansion of the New World, while also retaining similar specs to Epsilon and costing nearly $30 Canadian less per month. In addition to featuring the New World expansion, the MRT on Zeta will launch with the latest version of Minecraft, 1.15.2. The MRT has been on Minecraft 1.13 since April, an update noted for its lack of mod support. The server was supposed to update to 1.14 over the summer. However, poor performance in 1.14 pushed Frumple to announce that the MRT would wait until 1.15 to update. The migration to Zeta is taking place a month later than originally estimated, partly due to Frumple waiting for critical plugins to update to 1.15. With the Zeta launch, the UCars plugin will return, having been disabled due to performance issues shortly after the 1.13 update in April. Also coming with the Zeta launch will be an update to the version of MediaWiki used by the MRT Wiki, and an update to the MRT's OpenTTD server. As far as the New World expansion is concerned, staff have laid out a few building restrictions in the expanded area. For one, boats and other naval vehicles not built as part of a town will not be allowed in the Zeta region, as per a recent GSM decision, until such restriction is lifted at a GSM in the future. Also, Mushroom Island and Ice Spikes biomes will not be available for building and will be protected, with Frumple noting that the biomes could be used in the future for community events. Frumple also noted that the extension of the New World MRT system into Zeta will not take place for several months in order to allow for towns to develop independent of MRT lines. Migrating to Zeta is a process expected to take the better part of 2 weeks, with the MRT expected to be back up on or around February 29th. At 4 a.m. GMT on Tuesday morning, all MRT locally hosted services, including the Minecraft server, as well as Mumble, the Wiki, website, and other web services, but not including Discord, will go offline. And the day will be taken to back up all services from Epsilon onto Zeta. On Wednesday, February 19th, MRT services will come back online on the Zeta server. The Minecraft server will remain inaccessible as chunk generation begins to expand the New World, while all other services will be back up and running. In order to provide for entertainment during the migration, the launch of Vulpicula and LD Shadowlord's unofficial survival server for MRT members is expected on Friday, February 21st, and Frumple will be hosting a Jackbox Games stream at 7 p.m. GMT on Saturday, February 22nd. On Sunday, February 23rd at 7 p.m. GMT, the Minecraft server on Epsilon, having had its final backup already taken and moved over to Zeta, will come back online for the final time for the MRT's second purge, a tradition started with the migration from Gamma to Epsilon in 2016. WorldGuard will be disabled and griefing rules will be lifted, allowing for a day of total chaos on Epsilon, lasting until the server can no longer be brought back online. MBS will be broadcasting portions of the purge this Sunday, so stay tuned for that. Chunk generation of the New World expansion on Zeta is expected to be completed by Monday the 24th, after which a full Dyn map render will officially begin, and the server is expected to officially launch on Zeta on or around Saturday, February 29th. On a final note, Frumple mentioned after the January GSM and in a website post that MRT members should be respectful of the rules of other servers that they play on during the migration. Frumple noted incidents in past downtimes where MRT members made a poor impression of the community while visiting other servers, and said that if complaints are made by admins of other servers about the conduct of MRT members, warnings may be issued. Stay tuned with MBS News for the latest on the Zeta migration. You can follow us on Twitter at twitter.com/news_MBS for live updates on the migration status. We'll also be broadcasting The Purge this Sunday right here on our YouTube channel. And for the last time on Epsilon, from MBS News in Central City, I'm Kitty Cat 11231, and this has been an MBS News special report.